crazy. You never had to try, not one time. Choose to leave. You were never hard to love, baby. Make it you. Everything about you just fit. The way you walked in, the way you carried yourself. Like the room already knew your name. Cap pulled down, collar up, fresh. Like it was second nature. You never did too much, you never had to. You never had to. Lord, oh. What's that? Damn. There you go again. Walk by, leave your scent behind. Like you meant for somebody to remember you. Everybody had their reason. Some couldn't stop staring, some tried not to. Some smiled like they already knew me. I wasn't watching to figure you out, I was watching, cause I like what I saw. See, anybody can buy the clothes, anybody can wear the cap, anybody can spray the cologne, but none of that made you. You made all of it. That's the difference. Made it look easy, like confidence came natural, like being unforgettable wasn't even something you thought about, baby. Crazy. You never had to try, not one time. Choose to leave. You were never hard to love, baby. Everything about you just fit. The way you walked in, the way you carried yourself. Like the room already knew your name. Blended healing flowing through everything. The night holds the secrets, the streets keep the time. Every broken story turns into.
Had to go through some things to get here. You had to push through. Keep your head up, keep moving, keep believing when you felt things didn't add up. And I'm telling you now, people see it. People are proud of you. People respect how you handled what you went through. Some of them are even worse. You didn't just survive that season. You changed in it. You built strength, patience, and grace. That's why your life is different now. That's why doors are still. Welcome to a space where you can finally breathe and feel safe. Welcome to Blended Healing. Here we honor every piece of your journey and walk with you toward balance, clarity, and peace. Welcome to Blended Healing.
Every soul alive. The city keeps beating loud.
Is life a competition for you? This is chapter 2, Who Taught Us to Compete? Storytime. Who taught us to compete? Like, really, who did that? By now, we have established something important. None of us came into this world worrying about who was ahead or who was behind. As children, we laughed together, played together, shared toys, and celebrated the little things, Somewhere along the way, that changed. The question is, where? Competition didn't just show up one day, it was taught, modeled, rewarded, and repeated until it became a part of how many of us see the world today. And ain't no denying that we learned it at home. We saw it in our neighborhoods. Schoolhouse turned it into grades and rankings, and then social media, come on now, put it in our pockets 24 hours a day. Most of us never stopped to ask whether this was a way of thinking that actually serves us. We just accepted it as normal. We accepted that somebody else's success, right, meant that we somehow was falling behind. That life was a race, even though nobody even was explained where the damn finish line was at. We're going to pull that mindset apart, piece by piece. I'm not here to point no fingers and none of that, but just to simply understand how we got here, because once you understand where a belief came from, you can finally decide whether it deserves to stay. Let's find out where we learn to compete. Ashe? All right. Welcome to Blended Healing. Welcome to Real Talk. Is life a competition for you? Is it? Or does somebody teach us how to compete, if we know anything about that? All right.
Hey, hold up. Queen Cammy pulled up. Ghost Rider recap. Yeah. She slide through like, what's up, fam? Let's run this back. Tap in with the city, yeah, she keep the folks on track. Got that love in her stride, got that truth in her tone. Breaking down the headlines like she's sitting on a throne. Community.
I am celebrating. Come and join me. I have a surprise for you. I am pleased to announce that I have joined the Chamaka Essentials family. Welcome to Chamaka Essentials West Coast. I enjoy Chamaka Essentials aromatherapy products, and I know you will too. You will now be able to purchase her aromatherapy products directly from me, Queen Cammy Royal Essentials, and other aromatherapy products are available. Drop me an email and arrange your product delivery options.
This is a BLES, Black Lady Doing Shit production.
Yeah, they lit the sky like the world's on fire. Same old cry, same tired choir. I ran through the night with a cape on tight. Thought they wanted change, nah, just another fight. Cliff up ahead, seen it all before. Same sad story, same revolving door.
By now we've established something important. None of us came into this world worrying about who was ahead or who was behind. As children, we laughed together, played together, shared toys, and celebrated the little things. Somewhere along the way that changed. The question is, where?
Home was our first classroom. That's where many of us learned how to see ourselves. Now, this isn't about blaming our parents. They raised us the way they were raised. They repeated what was normal to them. Parents compete too. Brothers, sisters, aunts, uncles compete. Sometimes entire families compete with other families.
Children grow up watching adults keep score, and they assume that's what grown people do. If comparison was learned, it can be unlearned. That's why this conversation matters. The next generation is watching us. If comparison was learned, it can be unlearned. If competition was modeled for us, collaboration can be modeled too. The next generation is watching us the same way we watched the generation before us.
Before the neighborhood had a voice, before school started handing out grades, before social media started telling us who was winning, there was home. Home is our first classroom. That's where many of us learn how to see ourselves. Now, this isn't about blaming our parents. Most of them did the best they could with what they had. They raised us the way they were raised. They repeated what was normal to them. The problem is, sometimes normal is not healthy. Think about some of the things that we heard growing up. Why can't you be more like your brother? Look at your cousin. They already in college. Your sister never acted like that. Shit like that may have been meant to motivate us, but many kids don't hear motivation. They hear comparison. That somebody else became the standard that they had to live up to. Even if those words were never spoken in your house, you probably saw comparison in action. Families, right? Compare who made the most money, which kid was more successful, who bought the biggest house, who drove the fanciest car. During holiday dinners and sometimes sounded more like scoreboards than celebration. See, the thing about kids is they don't just listen, they watch. They pay attention to what gets praised and celebrated and what gets ignored. If one kid gets applause every time they score a touchdown, while another paints beautiful pictures that nobody hangs on the wall, both kids receive a message. One learns, this is what makes me valuable, and the other starts wondering if their gift matters at all. Imagine that second child growing up. Maybe they stopped drawing altogether. They didn't lose their talent. It's that they start believing it wasn't important. How many dreams were buried because somebody said you can't do it, and somebody else's success got all the attention? Sometimes comparison follows us into adulthood. We become the person who feels like every accomplishment has to be bigger than the last one. Can't enjoy buying a car because somebody else bought a better one. We can't even celebrate what happens at our workplace because somebody else became the boss. We can't even appreciate our own progress because we've been trained to look over at the next lane. And we wonder why we always dragging our asses. You see, the race didn't begin when we entered the workforce. It didn't begin on the gram. For many of us, it started in the living room, maybe around the dinner table or at family reunions and during conversations that were shaping us. And here's something else. Parents compete too. Brothers, sisters, aunts, uncles. Sometimes entire families compete with other families. Kids grow up watching adults keep score, and they assume that's what grown people do. That's why this matters, man. Because if comparison was learned, it can be unlearned. If competition modeled us, shaped us, collaboration can also do the same thing. You don't realize that the next generation is watching us the same way we watch our people. And maybe the greatest gift that we can give our kids is in teaching them how to beat everybody else. Maybe it's teaching them that somebody else's success doesn't take away anything from their own. You dig? Mind how you talk around your kids. You know, no harm, no foul, no judgment zone. I'm not here to give you parenting classes because it's not my job. But mind how you talk to them. Just the way you tear them down, you can build them up too. It's facts.
Yeah, they lit the sky like the world's on fire. Same old cry. Yeah, they lit the sky like the world's on fire.
Every neighborhood has a scoreboard. Nobody hangs it on a wall, but everybody knows it's there. Who got the freshest sneakers? Who got the newest car? Who's getting money? Who everybody knows? Who's respected? Who's considered successful? Those things become part of the conversation.
We've all seen somebody wearing expensive clothes who couldn't pay their bills. Somebody driving a luxury car while stressing over the monthly payment. Somebody trying so hard to look successful that they never had a chance to actually become successful. That's the trap. When perception becomes more important than reality, people start investing in looking wealthy instead of building wealth. They spend money trying to convince other people they're winning while privately feeling like they're falling behind.
Think about how many decisions people make because of what somebody else might think. Buying a car they can't afford. Wearing brands they really don't care about. Going places they don't even like. Keeping up with people who aren't paying their bills. That's not freedom. That's pressure, which is supposed to be success.
The neighborhood does keep a scoreboard. And when we leave the house, the neighborhood picked up where home left off because every neighborhood has a scoreboard. Everybody knows what's up. Who got the freshest kicks? Who got the newest car? Who gets that money? Who everybody knows, who's respected, who's considered successful. You can admit it because you know that that happens. And for a lot of us, respect became connected to what people could see. It wasn't enough to be doing okay. People had to know you were doing okay by appearances. That's why image became so important. The clothes, the jewelries, the car, the phone. They weren't always about enjoying them. Sometimes they were just proof that you had made it, that you weren't struggling, and that you belong. You see, the problem is appearances can lie. We all seen somebody wearing expensive clothes who can't even pay a damn bill. Somebody driving a luxury car while stressing over the monthly payment and living in the damn car. You know? Somebody trying to look so hard to look successful that they never had a chance to actually become successful. I hope you realize that that's a trap, you know. And when perception becomes more important than reality, people start investing in looking wealthy instead of building wealth. They spend money trying to convince other people they winning, while they privately are feeling like they're falling behind. Let's be fair though, all right? I ain't beating nobody up today. This doesn't happen in a vacuum, man. In many neighborhoods, opportunities were limited. Good jobs weren't easy to find. Home ownership wasn't something that everybody saw growing up. Generational wealth wasn't being passed down from family to family. So when people finally got a little something, something, they wanted the world to see it. That desire didn't come from nowhere, but somewhere along the line, celebrating success turned into performing success. You dig? Celebrating success says, I'm grateful for what I've earned. Performing says, I need everybody to see what I've earned. One comes from confidence and the other comes from needing validation. Think about it. How many decisions people make because of what somebody else might think? Buying a car they can't afford, wearing brands they don't even really care about, going places they don't even want to enjoy. They don't want to go there, but they're keeping up appearances with people who aren't paying their bills. That's not freedom, that's pressure in disguise. Imagine if we can change what earned respect in our communities. What if a person who paid off their house got the same admiration as the same person driving a luxury car? What if we celebrate the entrepreneur who's building slowly instead of the only one flashing money online? What if discipline became more impressive than appearance? That's a game changer. Because a neighborhood didn't just influence what we bought, it influenced what we believe success was supposed to look like. And once you accept that somebody else's definition of success, you spend your life running after goals that may have never been yours in the first place. That's how powerful the neighborhood scoreboard can be. Sometimes you can't even see it or realize it, that you've been playing a game that you never chose to play in the first place. You dig? For real, for real. Like for real. Sometimes you got to just say, stop it, stop, stop. We are all suffering in the same economy. We are on different spots on that timeline. But trust and believe, everybody's feeling that crunch right now. So when do you say enough is enough? When? When do you keep it a buck? When do you scale back and save for the future instead of blowing it, on that ghetto fabulous bullshit? Like I said, no harm, no foul, no judgment zone here. I'm just saying. We have got to do better. We have got to do better. I know y'all saying, who the hell is she to say all of that? It's my page. And I say, I keep it a buck. I call it the way I see it. Like I said, no harm, no foul, no judgment zone. Here, do you, boo? That's all I can say. But see, I have a high expectation level for my people. I still keep the hope. I still keep the hope. And I hope you do too.
Make it hot. Yeah. I know what this is, man. It's that real street player shit, man. Street classic.
Man, my whip is mad dirty. Let me take it to the car wash. Whoa, this place looks ran down.
Is this rolling with a shine? I need my car washed, bro. Oh, you can meet me at my house, vet. I'll see you soon.
Nah, I'm out.
My car is real dirty. That's not sexy at all. Oh, wait a minute. There is a sign for a car wash. Cool. I'm on it. Oh, heck no. You can't be serious.
Is this rolling with a shine? Yo, bro, I need my car washed and detailed. You can meet me at my job and wash it right there? Cool, see you there. I'm out.
Ooh, man.
Now that's sexy. Y'all need to get with Roller with a shot.
Laid down the cape, didn't say goodbye. Gave them the tools, gave game, gave rope. They ain't want work, just drama and hope.
From the time we were little, we were taught to line up, raise our hands, take tests, and wait to see where we ranked. Honor roll, student of the month, perfect attendance, first place, second place, third place. Everything had a number attached to it. Everything had a winner. There's nothing wrong with working hard, striving to be your best. The problem is we stopped chasing excellence and started chasing people.
School taught us to compare results without understanding circumstances. Then came the labels. You're the smart one. You're the athlete. You're the class clown. You're the troublemaker. You're average. You're gifted. The thing about labels is that after hearing them long enough, people stop introducing themselves and start introducing the label. A child who keeps hearing they're bad starts acting bad. A child who believes they're not smart stops trying. A child who thinks they're only valuable because of straight A's grows into an adult who's terrified of failure.
School taught us how to rank everything. So when we got there, if home didn't planted that seed first, the neighborhood watered it. And then school gave it a report card. From the time we were little, we were taught to line up, raise our hands, take tests, wait to see where we rank, who got the honor roll, who's student of the month, who got perfect attendance, first place, second place, third place. Everything had a number. Everything had a winner. No. Now, don't get me wrong. There's nothing wrong with working hard. There's nothing wrong with striving to be the best that you can be. The problem is somewhere along the way, we stopped chasing excellence and chasing numbers. Think about it. Two students walk into the same classroom, right? They take the same test. One scores a 98, the other scores a 75 on paper. That's the end of the story. But life isn't lived on paper. One student may have gone home to a quiet house with parents helping them every night. The other one may have gone home to younger siblings they had to watch while their mother had to work a double. One had internet, tutors, and every resource imaginable, right? But the other one is just trying to stay awake long enough to finish their homework. Yet when the grades came back, nobody asked about the journey. They only looked at the score. School taught us to compare results without understanding the circumstances, and then came the labels. You're the smart one, athlete, class clown, troublemaker, average, gifted. About those labels. After hearing them long enough, people stop introducing themselves and start introducing the label. The kid who keeps hearing that they're bad starts acting bad. Somebody who believes that they're not smart stops trying. A kid who thinks they're only valuable because of straight A's grows into an adult who's terrified of failure. And then when we leave school, we never really leave the classroom. Instead of comparing grades, now we're comparing salaries. Instead of looking at the GPAs, we're comparing bank accounts, comparing class rank, comparing job titles. The report card just changes. We're still looking around the room, trying to figure out who's ahead and who's behind. But we never got taught that some of the smartest people never finished college. Sidebar. I'm going to say this out loud because I know you're thinking it. Do you know who the smartest people are? without having academics backing them up 9 times out of 10 is your neighborhood pharmacist. They know how to divide, multiply, add, do all of that, averages, all of that, all of it. And you sit there in amazement because they are a mathematician that makes shit happen. Somebody like that can come in and teach your kid how to add, subtract, multiply, division, fractions. They can teach them that shit. I'm not talking about, that, but I'm talking about they are the smartest people when you sit back and they do that shit all in their fucking head. Are you kidding me? Some of them never even finished school, high school, or even college. But they got that shit. For real. Could you imagine what they could do if they applied that same shit to something different? It could change a whole neighborhood. Because some of the wealthiest people aren't at the top of their class. Some of the nicest people never receives an award. And some of the people nobody noticed ended up changing the world because they got potential that never fits inside of a letter grade. Your purpose has never depended on a class rank. Your value is not determined by where your name lands on a list. It's not education. It's believing that a rank could define a life. And that's a lesson far too many adults are still carrying along way after graduation. We're always on a ranking system, competing instead of collaborating and helping each other. Ain't that some shit? For real.
The world's on fire, same old cry. I turn my back, let the chaos cease.
You kill the light, save my life. That's the plan. No more fire.
Social media has a way of making you feel late, even when you're right on time.
It has a way of making your blessings feel small.
Because somebody else's blessings look bigger. But here's what we forget. You're watching a highlight reel. People post the 10 years of rejection that came forward. They post the new relationship. They don't post the work. They don't post the vacation.
The biggest lie social media tells isn't that people are successful. It's that success is constant. Nobody wins every day, is happy all the time, has life completely figured out. Everybody has struggles they choose not to post. So before you compare your life to somebody else's timeline, ask yourself one question. Am I comparing my everyday life to somebody else's best?
Holistic Royalty by Kels, and the world gonna know.
I pause and feel the path I've walked. Every step
Holistic Royalty by Kels, for your holistic wellness.
lessons carried in my
All my teas and tinctures are carefully crafted by me for you.
quiet victory.
I pride myself in creating quality products for holistic wellness. This is just the beginning of the process of where I select the finest of herbs and flowers to create my products.
Your health journey belongs to you. You live in this body. You decide how it's cared for. You choose what story comes next.
You can contact me at the links posted below.
I recognize my milestone within the quiet power.
This is a BLPS, Black Lady Doing Shit production.
COC, and the world gonna know.
Social media changed the game. And before social media, you only compared yourself to the people that are around you, your family, your friends, your neighborhood, co-workers. The race had boundaries. Now the race follows you everywhere. Before your feet even hit the floor, You're scrolling through somebody's new house, promotions, engagements, vacations, six-figure businesses, somebody's luxury car. 5 minutes ago, you were perfectly happy. Now you're wondering why your life doesn't look like theirs. Trap. Say it together, it's a trap. Nothing in your life changed. The only thing that changes is your focus. Social media has a way of making you feel as though you late, like you always running behind, because time spent online can feel like days compared to what it's only a couple of hours. Things move so fast. So even though you're right on time, you're always going to feel like you late. It has a way of making you feel that your blessings are not as big as everybody else's. Because everybody else, you feel as though they got their blessings look bigger. So now you want to shrink and don't say nothing about your little blessing. Let me strike the word little, because blessings on blessings on blessings on blessings, no matter the scale, is still a blessing. Because you forgot that you watching somebody's highlight reel. They're only going to post what they want everybody to see, which is success. They posting about the promotion that they got, but they ain't going to show you that it took 10 years of rejection before that came up. They're going to post up their new chick, their new dude, right? But they don't post the heartbreak that almost broke them. They're going to post a vacation, but they're not going to post the overtime, the second job, or the credit card bill that paid for it. And then they want to post people in their family, be all happy and stuff, right? But they don't want to post an argument that happened 5 minutes ago before the camera came on. We compare our reality to somebody else's presentation. That's a comparison nobody can win. Then something else happens. People stop living for the experience and start living for the reaction. Did anybody like that? How many views did you get? Why didn't more people comment? The moment isn't enough anymore. Now it has to be validated. Think about it. When did we stop asking ourselves if we enjoyed something and start asking strangers if they did? The algorithm doesn't help either. It keeps feeding and feeding and feeding you more success, more money, more beauty, more luxury, more perfection. And after a minute, you start believing that's how everybody lives. It's not. It ain't. What you're seeing is what gets attention, not what represents every day. Most people are getting up, going to work, paying bills, raising kids, taking care of their family, and trying to build a better future one day at a time. That just doesn't trend. So the biggest lie social media tells isn't that people are successful. It's that success is constant. Nobody wins every day. Nobody's happy all the time. And nobody has life figured out completely. Everybody has struggles that they choose not to post up. So before you compare your life to somebody else's timeline, ask yourself one question. Am I comparing my everyday life to somebody else's best moments? Because if the answer is yes, then you're judging your entire story by somebody else's highlight reel. And that's a race that you never gonna win. You feel me? Stop it. Stop. Cut it out.
Hey, yeah. Late night rain on the window pane. Purple shadows dancing in my brain. Candles burn while the world sleeps deep, and the quiet truths don't stay asleep. Soft lips talking through velvet smoke. Every word.
Yeah, they lit the sky like the world's on fire. Same old cry. Laid down the cape, didn't say goodbye. Gave them the tools, gave game, gave rope. They ain't want work, just drama and hope.
The truth is, we don't just inherit eye color and family traditions. We inherit ways of thinking, fears, habits, definitions of success. Then we spend years believing those definitions are our own, when in reality, they were handed to us long before we were old enough to question them.
Life is asking you to become the best version of yourself. And the moment you stop looking into somebody else's lane is the moment you finally start seeing the road that's been in front of you all along.
I want you to think about one question. If life was never meant to be a competition, then why have so many of us accepted it as a one? That's exactly where we're headed next.
Keeping score costs you something. It steals your peace. You stop enjoying your own life because you're too busy watching somebody else's. You buy a new outfit, then somebody walks in looking flyer, and now you don't even feel good wearing it. You finally save enough money to take your family on vacation. Then you scroll social media and somebody's in Dubai. Oh, I know that feeling. So now your trip to Myrtle Beach don't seem like enough. You get engaged, and instead of soaking in the moment, somebody asks, so when you're by getting married? You get married, then people ask when you're having kids. You have kids, then they ask when you're buying a house. Exactly. You buy the house, then they ask when you're moving to a better neighborhood. The finish line keeps moving because somebody always has another question waiting for you. Girl, I feel that. How many decisions have you made trying to impress people who weren't going to clap for you anyway? How much money have you spent trying to look successful instead of becoming successful?
How many friendships have been damaged because somebody couldn't be happy for somebody else? How many families stopped speaking over jealousy?
See, that's why I say this race has no winners. Even the person standing in first place is looking over their shoulder, wondering who's catching up.
Maybe it's not you. We talked about family, neighborhoods, school, social media. Now let me ask you something. After hearing all of that, do you really believe you woke up one morning and decided to compete with everybody? Or is it possible that you were taught to? What if you've been blaming yourself for something you inherited? What if the pressure you've been carrying didn't begin with you? If you grew up watching people compare everything, then comparison starts to feel normal. If everything around you is rewarded, being better than somebody else instead of becoming a better version of yourself, why wouldn't you believe that's how life works? Straight facts. We don't just inherit eye color and family traditions. We inherit the way we think. It could be fear, habits, success, or the definition of. And then we spend years believing that those definitions are our own, when in reality, they were handed us long before we were old enough. And the danger is that whatever goes unexamined usually gets passed down. Parents who grew up comparing kids sometimes compare their own. Adults who were taught to chase appearances also teach their kids how to chase the same thing. Communities measure success by what people own or produce. Generations believe that image matters more than peace, and the cycle continues until somebody decides to stop it. Maybe that's why this conversation is so important. Not so we can blame our people or even where we grew up, but to recognize that it's a pattern. Because once you recognize that it's a pattern, you have the power to change it. Imagine how different our lives would feel if we just stopped measuring it against everybody else. You know? Imagine reaching a goal and actually enjoying it instead of trying to find the next thing and see who's around you doing what and what and what. Just wake up grateful for your own shit instead of feeling behind before the day even begins. So, did this even help? Like, behind who? Who decides that you have to own and do all of these things? Who decides all of that? Who decides that you need to get married? Who decides how much money that you're supposed to have in order to be considered successful? Who wrote the rules? Because we're running ourselves ragged trying to keep up with it. You feel me? Life isn't asking you to become somebody else. It's asking you to become the best person that you can be. And the moment you stop looking into everybody else's lane is the moment that you finally start seeing the road that has been in front of you all along. You feel me? Because once you had enough, once you have enough, you're going to stop questioning it. You dig? All right. And that's it and that's all. That's it and that's all. I said what I said. I hope it resonates with you. Nobody even thinks that this is not normal. It's so embedded in us. Competition without collaboration. Ain't that some shit? All right, then. Listen, I'm going to run this out, and then we're going to tap back in for a moment, and that's it. All right? All right. You know, we'll meet up again for chapter 3. This doesn't have to be your story. This can just be a phase to get to the next place that you need to be. You dig? All right. All right.
Goddess D of Love, creator, visionary, and certified insight life coach, and the journey continues. Welcome to a daily dose of D at the Love Palace. Today's word of D-Day is... Set your notification bell so you don't miss an episode. It airs Monday through Friday at 5:30 p.m. EST.
This is a BLDS, Black Lady Doing Shit production.
COC, and the world gonna know.
Yo, I just want y'all to know, man. I'm not trying to kick no dirt up or nothing like that. You know? The whole thing is to be in service, just to open up your eyes a little bit. You know? Like I said, I slipped. But I'm back. And before this story and all its chapters end, we gonna talk about the COC. We gonna talk about it and see if it can be applicable to you as well. That's my hope. That's my vision that was given to me. Some people accept, some people don't. It ain't my place to tell you who can and who don't. Sometimes it's best to move on your own. But when you move on your own, make sure that you're doing it for the betterment of other people. Because we only got ourselves, man. We really just have ourselves. That's why we got to get it together. All of this crab in the barrel mentality shit. It's crazy. And it's played out. Especially now in the world that we living in. You dig? All right, I'm off my soapbox. I'm out of here. I said what I said. I'm out of here. I'm gone. Y'all be well. Y'all be well. Take care of each other. No competition needed. Just love and respect and integrity. All right, until then, I'll see y'all.
I have to spin the block again. You ain't get it yet. Oh, man. I guess we spinning the block again. Maybe it's someone new to the channel. If it is, y'all gotta pass.
You feel that? That's not lust, baby. That's alignment and a little bit of lavender oil. Oh, she don't chase, she conjures, speaks in stars, walks in thunder, got moonlight in her bones, burning sage while she moans. She got oils on her dress, truth in her tongue. A yes is a blessing and no makes you run. She don't sugarcoat spells, don't whisper soft lies. She'll read you to filth and kiss between sighs. I counsel on the line while you beg for a sign. She's already 3 dreams deep, sipping tea made of time. She got that high priestess trip, that so much kiss, that full moon flicker the wrist. She don't fake, don't flinch, she divine. That blended healing itch you can't quit. Ooh. She got that high priestess drip, yeah. That root work twist, that truth here right in your chest. She don't bend, don't beg, she just lays the thing, pulls it slow.
Hope you received what you needed today. Thank you for coming by and spending some time with me. Come back soon. Ashe and deep bow to you.